Once again, the computer's playing up. I won't even bother boring you with it. I could throw it out the window, but apparently that's not a civilised thing to do. And so we'll get on with the model. Here we go. Part 2 of the gun emplacement. Right, time for a bit of weathering, I think. Or sort of toning down or something. And there it is done with a little bit too much weathering, but I think that's okay. And what a fabulous little creature it is. Yeah, I still get a sense of fun from this, even though, yes, admittedly, it's not brilliantly accurate. And I can't remember if I, I can't remember if I said before, but the original box art and the basics of this actually make me think it's British. But of course, any British gun emplacements didn't actually get used, so what are Airfix going to do? It's a wonderful, simple thing, but really quite good. Somebody in the comments said quite a lot of things, like 3 of these and you'd have a great defence system, and also that you can pop the big polygonal actual bunker thing off. Let's show it. Oh, I've got the shells in there. I meant to do those. Oh, and some wet paint. But you could pop an anti-aircraft gun in there, which is absolutely right, and I think I tried to do that as a kid. And I might have the remnants of that somewhere. Oops. Oh, and I haven't repaired the searchlight. The same commentator said, and I never thought of this, you can pop the searchlight out and put it in the back of a vehicle and have a roving searchlight. What a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of that? Never mind. So yes, I think this is a great one. Really enjoy it. And as you may have seen in the previous episode, I do have more and variations on a theme. So we'll be seeing more from this in a little while. Some of the wear and tear principles, these things are on sandy and chalky areas, so I've put sandy wear and tear rather than chalk, because I think generally you have to go deeper to get to the chalk out on the French coast or the Brittany coast. I've also put wear and tear around these edges as if folks have been leaning over them. And as for the, that's a bit loose, I haven't sorted that out. The tops, they've got the same texture as the main part of the base, suggesting they're grass. And I've seen 1 or 2 bunkers that possibly had grass grow on them, but it'd be very different, like what are they called, scorch marks or crop marks, which archaeologists use. They fly over them and see the crop marks in the ground and identify the sites of things, like the Palace of Gefrin, and they usually go a bit paler and drier, so hence a very different tone of those, a little bit more drier yellow, and a little bit of worn concrete coming through the camouflage. So there we have a German bunker waiting for the big day. And we've got to do it justice, really, haven't we? Look, some little fellas going about their daily business on a particular day. All Airfix, but maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, who I think are Revel. Yeah, you've got to have them, haven't you? I was going to paint them, then I thought, no, because they don't come with it, we've got to, you know, hold our nerve and not too far and say, okay, you know, this is the basics, but here's some little figures to bring a bit of life to it. I think this could hold out for a while. Very brave fellas. God, can you imagine? Unbelievably horrific. We've done it again. Unbelievably horrific being in the front line in one of these. I always think about the blokes in the pillboxes in Britain. It's a suicide job if ever there was one. Anyway, there it is. A wonderful, little, enjoyable, straightforward, simple, yet basic gun emplacement. Forgot what on earth it was. There we go. Loved every minute of it. Gotta go. The blokes arrived to put the tyres on, new tyres on the car. Boring.